So let's begin. First, let's just, you're in a certain position, whatever that position is, you might be moving and getting ready. Just take a clearing breath. So let the air enter in through the nose and release out through the mouth. Now, let's find a seat. So maybe you're going to sit on a blanket or on a block, or maybe you're happy without any support, just the support of the floor. And let's imagine that the body and the mind are like balloons, and we create in them um, like a tension. And the tension, we'll say, begins with our thoughts. And so if we can imagine that let's say through the day, because of the many different things that we're all experiencing together, through the day, sometimes that balloon inflates and we don't realize that it's inflating. And then sometimes it gets really inflated and we can feel that tension, but we don't know what to do with it. So let's see if we can just utilize the breath to help that balloon that is inflated, which we can imagine like the inhalation is even making that inflation more pronounced. And then we exhale and release that through the mouth. We're going to do this in a fun way. I used to do this with children. So we are going to actually use the arms and like really fill up and get really big. And then, like a balloon, we will be deflating completely, so much so that we even collapse. Okay, so go ahead and let's do this together. We'll begin by inhaling through the nose and letting the arms come outwards. And then hold that and feel the tension that's being created. And then as you exhale, totally deflate. Let the head down. Feel the shoulders sink. And then we're going to begin again. Now we want to use our mind to recognize that tension is physical, but it is very much beginning in our thoughts. So inhale, feel the tension and hold the breath for two counts. Exhale, all the tension goes away. Now we're down here, we're going to inflate from here. So begin to inflate. Hold for a couple counts, couple seconds, and then exhale through the mouth and deflate completely. Maybe even kind of like move the head around and get playful with this. And we're just going to do this a few more times at your pace. So as you inhale, go ahead and rise, get big, hold the breath, deflating. A few more. And we're going to add to the tension a little bit so that the letting go process is more pronounced. So inhale, and when you expand and take the arms out, now create fists. Close the eyes tight, close the jaw, clench the toes, maybe even feel the hands, the arms shaking. Like you could feel all that energy just wanting to get out. And you're holding it back. And then exhale, relax everything, and fold in. Let's do that one 3 more times. Inhaling, expanding, creating tension, And then even making that more pronounced. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale. Tense up and let go. Now we're just going to stay here for a couple deep breaths. And the next inhalation, rise up and bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Take a moment to recognize how you feel at this time. Before we go further, today I will give the translation of Shiva mantra. Now and then we do that for a Monday through Friday class, but not every time. Do you remember what is the purpose of this practice? So I bow to the presence of the divine within, our true and highest teacher, that lives in and around us as being, consciousness, and bliss. It is ever present and radiates peace, lighting the way to transformation. And just notice what that small little activity that we just did, how it may have transformed you in maybe a small way, maybe a way that is obvious to you and clear. And so our practice is to help transform ourselves into a shining beacon. We're going to come all the way down to the back. Once you're on the back, stretch the arms, take the arms back, bring the feet together and point the toes forward. So making your way down, when you're there, bring the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. And let's take the arms out to a T and set the feet down for a moment. Cross the right knee on top of the left knee, like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. And then just drop. This left foot is still touching the mat. Just drop the knees to the left, but keep the left side of the left foot on the mat. You could turn the head to the right or move the head side to side and just notice where you feel releasing. And then we'll come to that left foot and then roll to the right edge of the left foot, dropping the knees to the right. They may not come all the way down. Mine are very far from the floor. Notice at this time where you feel an expansion, a sense of expansion. And then we'll plant the left foot down and switch legs. Right foot to the mat, left knee on top. This time, take the knees to the right. So you feel the right edge of the right foot stays on the mat. You might feel the left foot touch the floor. Maybe turning the head. And then we'll bring the right foot to the mat. We don't have to move this foot at all. We just roll to the left edge of the right foot, keeping shoulder blades on the mat, maybe turning the head side to side. And then we'll bring the right foot to the mat again. Switch sides. So let's see what else we can create out of this. Right knee on top of left. Drop the knees over to the left, bring them to center, and then over to the right. Bring them to center, and then take that right leg skyward. Take the hands behind the right leg, and then start to hold this right leg so the hip flexors aren't doing all the work. Move the ankle around in circles a few times one way and circles the other way. Now, officially, we haven't come into Ujjayi Pranayama. Notice if you already did. We're going to flex the foot, point the foot. Flex the foot, point the foot. Set the foot down. So before we go further, let's initiate that breath by taking a breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, fog out through the mouth. Mouth stays open, fog inwardly. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. We're regulating the breath now, and the inhalation and the exhalation take the same amount of time as each other. So maybe inhale 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then the same thing for the exhale. So let's begin with the other side. Bring the left knee on top of the right, and then take the knees over to the right. Bring them back to center and over to the left. Bring them back to center, and then we'll extend the left leg upwards, hold the leg, take some circles with the ankle. Might flex and point the foot a few times. And we'll go ahead and release this leg, bring the foot down. Take the right knee, arms out to a T, right knee over to on top of the left knee. Drop the knees to the left. Pick up the knees, send them to the right. You can do this on the exhalation. Bring the knees back to center. Pick up the right leg, hold the right leg, but then this time we might start to climb the leg like a tree and take a breath. And then walk down the tree. Bring the right knee down, left knee on top, arms to a T. Take the knees over to the right and then over to the left. Just now, a squirrel jumped from the tree out the window onto the roof, and I hear a bang every time that happens, and they do it all day. It's really funny. Go ahead and take the hands to the leg, extend the leg up, and then begin to walk the hands upwards towards the foot, up the tree, and then begin to lower. Set the foot down. Let's just go through this one more time. Right knee on top of left. Drop the knees to the left first. Come to center. Exhaling right. Inhaling center. Hands to the leg. Walk up the leg. This time, maybe you find the foot so you could draw the foot closer if you can. If not, you have knee bent and that's fine, but flexing the foot. Exhale, lower down. Right foot comes down. Left knee on top of right. Arms to a T. Deep breath in. On the exhale, knees go to the right. On the inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Extend the left leg, walk up the tree, and then jump off onto the roof. They're so funny. Take another breath. And then walk back down. Bring the foot down. This time we'll find a reclining pigeon's posture. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. But this right knee, we're going to press it away. So let's do this a few times. So bring the knee in closer to the chest, but keep the ankle where it is, and then draw the knee away from the chest. Let's do this again. Okay, now we're going to keep this knee drawing away, and then pick up the left foot so we can hold the left leg and pull this leg in. So we have hands maybe behind the left thigh, maybe the shin, it's on top of the shin or the knee. And you can feel the right hip, stretching and opening, releasing tension, any tightness there. Strength and tension are different from each other. So we want to release the tension. Seems like they have similar qualities, but the effects that they have on us are clearly different. So now we're going to take this left leg, bring the hands behind the thigh, interlace the fingers, and take the left leg upwards. So now we've shifted the sensations in the body. Notice what shifted. So go ahead and bend the leg again, drop the foot, and then go ahead and extend the leg. Dropping the foot, extend the leg, and then point the foot so that you can feel the top of the foot and the shin. Nice deep breath here. Flex the foot, nice deep breath. And exhale, set the foot down. Come out of this, let's switch sides, and then we're going to be coming to our standing postures in a moment. So now we have left ankle on top of right thigh. Bring the right leg in and hold the leg. Actually, bring that foot down first. Let's work with the knee. So let's pick up the knee towards the chest or the belly, and then send the knee away. And we'll do this a couple more times. Picking up the knee, sending it away, picking up, and sending. Now go ahead and pick up the right leg again and hold this right leg. I want to keep the left foot flexed. It'll stabilize the left knee and stretch us where we are looking to be stretched. Really being with the sounds of the breath, and we'll take a couple more of those. And now we'll take the hands and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh and extend the leg and see where the sensations have shifted and how, and then go ahead and release the foot. Take this a couple more times. And then we'll extend the leg and point the foot. Flex the foot and release the foot. Release the left foot, bring the knees into the chest. Now we're going to take a big change over to a child's posture. So you could do it more gently. You can roll to the side, come up to a table posture, and then find your way. Or if you want to get there a little bit more playfully, you can start to rock back and forward, right on the back, until you gain momentum so you can cross the ankles, bring the hands down, and then step back. Maybe a plank posture first and a vinyasa if you'd like a little bit more power behind it. But then we'll go ahead and switch. So we have the big toes together, the knees apart, and the trunk is lowering. The forehead is finding a place to rest. That could be the hands, it could be the mat. as we move through the next few weeks, and if you're finding that your physical yoga practice is helping you in this time, I'm highly recommending yoga blocks if you don't have them already. There's many things that we can do with them during practice and when we're not actually in a technically in a practice. And so again, just a little reminder about that. Let's take a clearing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And with the lips sealed, fogging the breath in and out, even though the mouth is closed. It's the same action in the throat. And so we want to consciously maintain that action so that the breath is regulated and the mind and the body can rest even as we get more active. There is a sensation of resting in the mind. At this time, rise up to a table posture, hands and knees, and bring the knees underneath the hips, the wrists underneath the shoulders. On the next inhalation, lift the right arm up towards the sky and find some circles with this right hand. Rotate the other way. On the exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm upwards. Rotate the wrist. Make sure you get both sides, both ways. Then we'll bring the hand down. The next inhale, take the right arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. So we're going to come to thread the needle for a couple deep breaths. So you can bring the right side of the face down. Just relax the left arm for a moment. So no need to get active there. Let the shoulder round. Take another deep breath. Then press down into the left palm and inhale the right arm up. Exhale the hand down. We'll switch sides. Inhaling the left arm upwards. Rotate the hand around. Going one way, going the other way. And then exhale, thread the arm through. Come down to the left side of the face. Keep that right shoulder. Just see if you can deactivate it completely. Right hand down, inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left hand down, and now we'll come into downward facing dog. So we can place the hands and the feet first by stepping hands forward, one step forward. Roll over the toes, lift the knees, take the hips up. Now, because we took the hands forward, they don't have to go that far back, but they can go just a little bit further back. And we want to find a nice long line from the tailbone to the wrists. You know, maybe this first one, you're looking around and feeling around for movement. And actually, let's see about this possibility here of using the position of the feet to stretch other areas of the body. So let's say we have the toes facing forward at this time. Go ahead and pivot the right heel so that it faces the left foot. Now your hips are going to go slightly to the left. So notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Then let the right toes face forward again. Pivot the left heel to face the right foot. Feel the hips go to the right and notice the sensation. It's always changing and we're aware of it. So all the toes now facing forward. Look forward, and the next exhale, bend the knees and then float the feet forward. Might be a step, a walk, or jump. And then let the feet be hips distance apart. Release the trunk for a moment, maybe round the back. Let the head go. And then bend the knees and see that that changes the rounding in the back. Couple deep breaths. Begin to straighten the legs and then lift the trunk halfway up. Flatten the back so that the upper body is parallel to the floor. If you're really tight in the back body, then you might need to bend the knees to be here. Take the arms and reach them behind today. Squeeze the shoulders back. Look slightly forward. Exhale, lower. On the inhale, come up halfway once again, and then rise all the way up to standing. All the way up, keeping the back in that position. But now it comes upright. Take the arms upwards. Look upwards. Arch the neck. And then neutral head, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Take a moment to bring the arms alongside the body, palms facing forward. And then we'll rotate the shoulders a few times. Let's take a couple big circles. And then release the arms down. Take the shoulders up, back, and down. And just tilt the head at this time to the left. Just the head. Drop the right shoulder a little bit more. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And we'll bring the head to center. Tilt the head to the right. Keep sending the left shoulder down away from the ear. Take a clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And bring the head to center. Now the neck will feel different. So take a few circles with the head. You might hear some crunching sounds. So slowly, gently move the other way. Eventually shake the head out. And let's pick up the head and then shake the arms out. Let's take some arm swings. So we started our practice in a playful way today. Let's continue with that feeling of being playful internally, externally. So in the next inhale, with the feet hips distance apart, on the inhale, take the arms upwards and look upwards. Now engage the thighs. And on the exhale, you're going to swoosh the arms down and breathe out. And you can breathe out through the mouth and make like a sound. Inhale, straighten the legs, take the arms up. Exhale, swish down. Inhale, up. Exhale, swish. Continue this and pay attention to the arms. There is a letting go, a lack of control. When we allow the force of the arms to just come down, we see that they take a swing on their own, and then we inhale and rise up. So exhaling, swishing, letting the arms swing almost uncontrollably. Exhaling. Totally be in this completely. Give all the breath you can to it. 3 more. And then we'll inhale. I think that was 3. Take the arms up. Bring the palms together. Thumbs to the heart center. Close the eyes. Be still for a moment. Now we're still here. You can feel the heart beating more quickly than it was before. We're going to focus on moving the trunk with the breath. so that as you draw the air in through the nostrils and having the thumbs to the chest really does help gauge what's happening. So as you inhale through the nostrils, the belly expands, the rib cage expands, the chest expands, and the collarbone lifts upwards. Then the belly draws in a little bit on that full inhale. As you exhale, release from the collarbone, the chest, the rib cage, the belly, it all draws in, and then the belly pulls inwards at the bottom of that exhale. So inhaling, expanding like a wave, exhaling, releasing. Collarbone back down to belly, just like a wave, and then the belly pulls in. A couple more. The more motion we can have in the trunk, the less constriction, the better circulation. So let's find our way to the top of the mat. If you aren't already there, you probably are. I'm the one that shifted. And just be there for a moment and feel that the body has changed. We're going to take the arms upwards, look up, and then bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Now bring the big toes together and the heels apart from each other. So you have like a triangular space between the feet. You look down and see that. Bring the weight into the heels and begin to bend the knees so that the knees press into one another. Now, for a moment, take the tailbone and shift it outward. So it's like you're sticking your bottom out. Now pull the bottom in. So we want to see the difference. Now we want to keep the bottom inward. So pelvis pulled in. From here, turn the trunk to the right. The hands can stay where they are. And then inhale, come to center. Turn the trunk to the left. Look to the left, as far left as you can. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Look to the right, as far right as you can, behind you actually. Come to center. Exhale, turn left, look behind. Inhale, come to center. Straighten the legs for a moment. Take a breath. Come back into where we were. Bring the knees together. Start to lower the hips. Pull the pelvis in. This time, we'll turn to the right and then open the arms out to a T, turning the head to look past the right thumb. The palms are facing right. Pull the right arm further back and feel the right shoulder blade into the surrounding muscles. We'll bring the palms together once again, thumbs to the heart center. Turn to center. Straighten the legs. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Bend the knees once again and turn the trunk to the left. Bring the arms to a T and look past the left thumb this time. Keep the knees facing forward while you're here, so you're not twisting from the legs. You're twisting more like from the belly button. Okay, bring the palms back together, thumbs to the heart center. Turn to center, and then straighten the legs. Now, before we go further, heel toe the feet apart, and then inhale, reach the arms upwards, look up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. We'll come into Pada Angushtasana by grasping the big toes with the peace fingers. So we were just in a fierce posture. Some people call it chair posture. I like fierce because it really does take effort to be there. You're going to grasp the big toes with the peace fingers. Even if you have to bend the knees, you're still benefiting from this. Inhale, lift the head and the trunk. And then exhale, keeping the hands there. Exhale, bend the elbows. And then let the head go. Now let the shoulder blades separate from each other. Another squirrel just jumped onto the roof. That's the update. We're gazing past the knees. So check in and see, are the eyes straining? Are they paying attention to things around? Or can you keep them like they're glazed over, totally unfocused, but aware of the external world? But not focused on the external world. We're focused on the internal. That is called drishti. It's the way we're gazing out. Come up halfway, lengthen, and then let's release the hands from here and find a twist. So you can separate the feet if it helps. Bring the left fingertips down, inhale the right arm up, and bend the left knee. So we could start over. Bend the left knee first, those left fingertips down, inhale the right arm up. This is where a block comes in handy. If it's hard to get the floor with the feet so close, then you would bring the hand on a block. If it's still difficult, you can bring the hand, the left elbow, to the left thigh. Left elbow to left thigh. There's always a way to modify our postures. And then again, the other way is you could separate the feet. Now see if you could take another deep breath here. And then exhale, release the right arm, and we'll switch. Straighten the left leg, right fingertips down, bend the right knee, and then inhale the left arm up, pressing back into that left hip. You're drawing the left shoulder blade into the surrounding muscles again like we did before. Making sure not to bend the neck and bring the chin to the chest. The chin and the chest have plenty of space. And then we'll exhale the left hand down. Straighten the legs, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bring the big toes together. Find that triangular space between the feet. Bend the knees, push them into each other, and then inhale, lift the trunk. So we're returning to fierce posture. Take the arms upwards. As you exhale, twist to the right. Open the arms this time. Inhale, come to center. You could take a big circle with the right arm. Take the arms up. Exhale. Open to the left, arms open. Drop the left hand. Take a big circle with it. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale. Open to the right. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, left. A couple more this way. And then this time we'll straighten the legs, reach the arms up, exhale, fold forward over the legs, heel toe the feet apart, and we'll have them at hips distance. Again, this time we're going to step on top of the hands and come into Padahastasana. So the toes come to the wrists. We're stepping right on top of the palms. We want the whole top of the hand on the mat. And again, you can have the knees bent, or you might find that you can straighten them over time, but see if you can bring weight towards the toes. Gaze past the knees. You might even find that lift like we did before. Lift the trunk and then let it go completely. Gazing past the knees, a couple more deep breaths. Inhale, lift the head, bring the hands to the mat. Now we're going to find a twisting dragonfly from here. So what we'll do is step the left foot to the back of the mat and plant the left palm down next to the right foot. The back heel is lifted as a very low lunge so that we can have the palm down. And then inhale, lift the right arm upwards. Keep the back leg straight and strong. Right leg is being tested. Take another 2 breaths. Bring the right hand down. Now we'll get a little bit more challenging. Walk the hands forward and come up into a standing splits. So the left leg lifts and the right leg might straighten up. Now, while you're here, spread the left toes. Feel that when you spread the left toes, the left leg kind of gets lighter because it's supporting itself a little bit better than before. Now, if you'd like to experiment here, you might walk the hands closer to the right foot. You might hold the right foot or the right leg, let's say, with the right hand, kind of drawing the trunk closer, or with the left hand, get a different sensation, or with both hands. It's a little harder with so much carpety cushion. Let's say 2 more deep breaths. And it's okay if that left foot is on the mat and if it's better for you there. Now we'll step the left foot. Let's bring that left foot right next to the right foot, actually. So now we come back to standing. Forward fold, right? Feet planted, trunk lowers. Come up halfway, lengthen the spine, twisting dragonfly on the other side. Lower the trunk, step the right foot to the back of the mat, far back. Keep the left knee over the left ankle. Right palm comes down, fingers spread wide. Inhale the left arm up. If the hand is ever bothering you, if the wrist ever bothers you, you can create a fist so there's less of a bend in the wrist. Drawing the left shoulder blade into the surrounding muscles. Another deep breath. Even with all this physical activity, the mind is still resting more than it was before. Left hand comes down, walk the hands forward. Let's come back into that standing splits on the other side. So once you're here again, spread the right toes. Maybe you have hands exploring, pulling the trunk down. You could try one hand, the other hand, eventually maybe both hands, but feel stable. Make sure you feel that stability before you try. Don't let the right leg get lazy, so keep those toes active. I noticed mine got lazy for a moment. And another deep breath. Now we'll bend the left knee, take the right foot to the back of the mat, bring the hands down, and we're going to take a vinyasa here. So most of us have practiced together. You know where you're going, go ahead and go for it. If not, knees can come down, and then we'll bend the elbows, pull the pelvis in, bend the elbows, start to lower the heart down, tops of the feet to the mat, hips down, press up into cobra, and then you can just lift the hips, and we'll all meet in a child's posture, bringing big toes together, hips down. Nice clearing breath here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's rise back up to table posture, hands and knees. Earlier we started moving into thread the needle. We'll go a little further into that. So inhale, the right arm up. You can move the wrist around if you feel like you can benefit from that. And then exhale, the right arm threads underneath the left. Come to the right side of the face. This time, maybe the left arm picks up. Maybe it wraps around the low back. Maybe you extend it forward with the palm down. I like that rendition myself. Another deep breath. Bring the left palm down. Inhale, pick up the right arm. Now keep the arm risen and begin to lift the trunk up so that now you're standing on the knees. Take the right arm up overhead and then bend the arm. Take it behind towards the back of the neck or the upper back. Find left fingers to the right elbow, drawing it back and center and pulling the head inwards to help increase that stretch. You can also take the hands behind and see if you can interlock the fingers. And if not, you'll stick the hands to the elbow. Nice breath here. And release the arms, bring the hands down, thread the needle on the left side, inhale the left arm up. And then when you're ready, exhale, thread the arm through. See what works for that right arm. And another breath. I'm going to get ready to bring this right palm down. Inhale the left arm up. Now go ahead, you can start to rise up and take this left arm, bend it, hands to that elbow, draw the head back or inwards, draw the elbow back and center. Another breath. And release. Switch to seated for a moment. We're coming to lying down right after this. We're going to skip seated postures today. Let's take hands to the knees, roll the shoulders a couple times. Just a little bit more work for the neck. Once the shoulders come back and down, draw the chin to the chest. Sway the head a little bit. Maybe find a big circle with the head. Let's do that. So chin to chest, inhaling the head to one side and back. Exhaling the head to the other side and down. When you find chin to the chest, take a couple rounds the other way. And once the chin comes to the chest, shake the head out, bring the head to center. When we were filling that balloon before, let's do that again, but without the tension and the feeling, the sensation of a freeness in the inhale, a freeness on the exhale. So go ahead and inhale, just take the arms out, find that expansion, fill the lungs. On the exhale, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Might lower the head. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Bowing to ourselves, bowing to each other, head comes down gently. Again, a couple more times, feeling sense of freedom, a sensation of peace internally and externally. And we're moving into resting. So once the palms come back together, come all the way down to the back. And I'm going to stay seated, but you'll find your way all the way to the back. And coming into Shavasana, and release the arms down alongside the body. Flip the palms upwards to face the ceiling, the roof, beyond that, the sky, and feeling sunlight coming through the palms of your hands. Let the feet be apart from each other towards the corners of the mat. Turn the toes away from each other. And maybe even feel sunlight coming through the soles of the feet. Letting the muscles in the face relax, the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks. Let the wings of the nostrils relax, the bridge of the nose, the space between the eyebrows softening. All tension in the body releasing, relaxing. The upper lip and the lower lip relax and soften. The chin softens, the jaw relaxes. The ears, outer ears relax, and the inner channels of the ears also soften. Go internally to the skull and feel the brain relax physically. Feel the scalp relax, softening through the throat. And on the outer side of that area, the neck relaxing. Muscles in the neck, all around the neck. And letting that flow through the body, this fluid sense of resting, relaxation, moving through the shoulders, caressing your arms, caressing the wrists and the hands, the fingers. And that relaxation, like a quality of light that starts to show itself through a room, through the day, as the direction of the sun and the window change, and that sun fills other areas of the room. And so feeling that sunlight moving through the whole body, the crown of the head. Maybe it's coming in through the crown of the head. Maybe it's coming in through the space between the eyebrows or the throat or the heart center or the solar plexus or the navel area or towards the pelvic area, towards the feet and the hands, and being with that light, resting completely. Without changing anything, see that the whole body is filled with this shining quality, sunshine all through the body, and see that it's absorbed also in the mind. And let that power the mind for this day, and to keep it at rest, even when it's active, even when it's paying attention, even when it's working or being informed. See that the mind can maintain this state of rest, of relaxation. And now we'll start to take a deeper breath, and maybe it's a clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Begin to stir the physical body again. Maybe the hands and the feet move. Maybe the head moves side to side. You might take the arms and reach them behind and find length, and feet can come together and toes can point forward. And then bring the knees in, arms around the knees, give them a nice squeeze. You might roll to your side to slowly press up, or you might rock up dynamically and come to a seated position. And then we'll bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. The eyes closed, the mind in this restful state. Take a moment to think of others in the world. This is what our practice is for, this inner transformation, so that we can shine outwardly and think of others who are all connected to us, and thinking of their wellness and wishing that for them. Their mental wellness, their physical wellness, their freedom from suffering. That everybody will have and does have what they need, and that they can know that. And let's seal the practice with a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And this time the sound of Om, just one time. Deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you for being here, spending this time with me. Feel free, if you have time to sit more quietly, or even to get back to work, if you want to listen to singing bowls, I'm going to play them. And if you have time for meditation, that might be a good time while you hear these sounds. So have a beautiful day. Again, thank you for being here. And if you notified me that you're here, great. I appreciate you telling me. If you haven't yet notified me, go ahead and let me know through email or through the chat box. Thank you. My pleasure, Mary. Thank you for being here. What an interesting way to be able to connect with each other. But this is my remote there. Um, I really appreciate your presence. Thank you, Emily. Enjoy your day. Good to see you here as well. Really, the squirrels are so funny. I mean, they just like leap onto the roof, and witnessing it is something else. So it's true. They just want to get in here and practice.